Question for you. How can a fish help scientists heal injuries so there are no scars left?
It's a fascinating story. The scientists at the University of Bristol are launching the first research project of its kind to find a way for people to heal without a mark.
Now, John Maguire has been to meet Delilah, and Delilah was severely burnt as a baby, and she tells her story now she's a bit older.
When Delilah was just 17 months old, she suffered extensive and severe burns in an accident. She spent 2 months in intensive care and has had numerous operations ever since.
My scars, they don't grow with me, so if I didn't have like skin grafts, then they would just be really tight and extremely painful.
Her biggest concern is how her injuries and scar tissue restrict her physical activity.
I can't play with my friends the way that I want to, and I can't always join in stuff, and after a while it does really hurt.
And there are emotional consequences, although her positivity is extraordinary.
When I was younger, I used to be seen differently because when I was younger they were a lot more visible, and also a lot of my friends when I was younger, they didn't really understand because we were so young. But now that my classmates, they understand that I'm just the same as them.
So, here at the University of Bristol, scientists are working to eradicate scarring. They're studying zebrafish, native to rivers in India and more like us than you might think.
Because we share a lot of the same genes, so we think around 80% of disease-causing genes in humans, the zebrafish also have an equivalent, but they're not exactly the same. So there are some differences in how that gene will function in a fish as to how it might function in us.
They have an amazing ability to repair and regenerate their own bodies, crucially without leaving scars. So is there something in the fish's genetics that could be replicated in humans?
They're able to regenerate many different tissues, including their tail, so their skin essentially, also their retina, their heart, any kind of damage that they get that's similar to damage we might get. So we might be able to reduce a certain type of white blood cell or promote the function of another type of white blood cell, and the combination of that might be the way to reduce scarring in human patients in the future.
The scientists will also consider how various skin colours scar differently. This is the first research project of its kind in the world, and the charity funding it has a bold ambition: to achieve scar-free healing within a generation.
Scarring is common, there's lots of people affected, it's costly, it costs the NHS billions of pounds every year to treat bad wounds and hard to heal scars. But what a lot of people don't appreciate is the deep emotional problems caused by scarring. People who are afraid to go out, children who are bullied at school, for example. And of course the ultimate solution, in due course, is to eradicate scarring.
These days we often talk of mental scars, and by treating people in a way that leaves no physical markings, that may go a long way to reducing those mental scars also. John Maguire, BBC News.
Imagine how life-changing that would have been for Delilah.